Sir, maybe you should check out something more affordable. These cars aren't for just anyone. Are you sure you're in the right place? The salesman's words dripped with condescension. A black man walked into one of the most prestigious luxury car dealerships in Los Angeles, only to be immediately judged by the employees. They saw his casual clothes but failed to see the man behind them. They laughed behind his back. They refused to take him seriously. They assumed he couldn't afford to be there. But what they didn't know was that he was the new owner. And when he revealed the truth, everything changed. Watch until the end to see how this shocking moment unfolded and why this dealership will never be the same again. A dealership known for power and prestige. In sunny Los Angeles, where wealth is flashed like a badge of honor, Benson Luxury Motors stood as a symbol of exclusivity. This dealership didn't just sell cars, it sold status. From Ferraris and Bentleys to limited edition Lamborghinis, only the rich and powerful stepped foot inside. That morning, everything seemed business as usual. Salespeople in expensive suits polished their smiles, ready to charm their high-profile clients. What they didn't expect was the man who was about to walk through their doors. The man they underestimated, Eric Hayes, a 41-year-old black entrepreneur, had built a multi-million-dollar business in tech and real estate. He had just purchased Benson Luxury Motors, not just because of his love for cars, but because he wanted to change the way people were treated inside places like this. On this day, Eric decided to visit undercover. Wearing jeans, sneakers, and a simple hoodie, he stepped inside, looking like any other customer. "Watch this guy," one of the salesmen muttered. "He's probably just here to take pictures for Instagram." Eric didn't react. He had been judged before, but today he was in control. He strolled through the showroom, running his fingers along the hood of a $350,000 Aston Martin Valkyrie, when a sharp voice cut through the air. "Excuse me, sir. Can I help you?" A salesman named Bradley Walker, a middle-aged white man with slicked-back hair, approached with a forced smile, his eyes scanning Eric's clothes rather than his interest in the car. "You sure you're in the right place?" Eric raised an eyebrow. "I think I am. I'd like to test drive this Aston Martin." Bradley snorted. "Sir, this isn't just any car. This is one of our most exclusive models. We don't just hand out test drives. You understand that, right?" Eric's jaw tightened. He had heard this kind of talk before. "I understand, but I'd still like to test drive it." Bradley shook his head, chuckling. "I'll have to check with my manager, but between you and me, this car isn't exactly attainable for everyone." Eric folded his arms. "And what makes you think it's not attainable for me?" Bradley grinned, smug. "Look, I'm just saving you time, buddy. Why don't I show you something more in your range?" That was it. Eric exhaled slowly, keeping his composure. "Actually, I think it's time I talked to the manager." Bradley rolled his eyes and called for the dealership manager, Robert Green. A few minutes later, Robert, a balding man in his 50s, walked over, looking confused. "Is there a problem here?" he asked, glancing between Eric and Bradley. Eric didn't hesitate. "Yes, I'm Eric Hayes, the new owner of this dealership." Silence fell across the entire showroom. Bradley's face turned ghost white. His confident smirk vanished in an instant. Wait, what?" he stammered. Eric nodded, his voice calm but firm. "I came here today to see how customers are treated, and what I found is exactly why I bought this dealership. You judged me. You assumed I couldn't afford to be here, and now you're going to learn why that was a mistake." Robert immediately began apologizing. "Mr. Hayes, I had no idea you were coming today." But Eric raised a hand. "Who I am shouldn't matter. What matters is that everyone who walks through these doors is treated with the same level of respect." He turned to Bradley, locking eyes with him. "And you clearly don't understand that." Bradley tried to backpedal. "Sir, I was just doing my job." "Your job?" Eric stepped closer. "Your job is to sell cars, not judge people by their appearance." Bradley looked around, hoping for support, but no one came to his defense. "Please, Mr. Hayes, I can change." Eric sighed, shaking his head. "Change is good, but I need people who already know how to treat customers with respect." "You're fired," Bradley froze. "Wait, what?" "You heard me. Pack your things." The entire dealership watched as Bradley turned and walked out in stunned silence. A new era begins. After Bradley left, Eric turned to the remaining employees. Let me make this clear. This dealership is under new leadership. No more judging customers based on their clothes or their skin color. From today forward, everyone who walks through these doors will be treated with respect. He then turned to Sofia Diaz, a young Latina employee who had quietly watched everything unfold. Sophia, you showed kindness today when others didn't. That's exactly what I want this dealership to represent. You're being promoted to sales supervisor. Sophia's eyes widened in shock. Me? Really? Eric smiled. Yeah, because leadership isn't just about sales. It's about integrity. Weeks later, Benson Luxury Motors reopened with a new team, a new mission, and a new purpose. Eric hosted a community event, inviting people from all backgrounds to experience the dealership without fear of judgment. Luxury isn't about price, it's about respect. And respect is something everyone deserves. What would you have done in Eric's place? Like, comment, and subscribe for more powerful stories.